Master Control, Apprentice and Golden Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We will now ask you to continue boarding for all economy class customers.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Namaste and thank you for joining us today on this virtual tour to one of our project locations in Nepal. My name is Shivani Chamjong and I am the Communications and Campaigns Lead for WaterAid Nepal. WaterAid was founded in 1981 and together with supporters like you, we've been able to transform lives with clean water, decent toilets and good hygiene for 40 years. WaterAid Nepal was established in 1987 and since then we've had a fair share of challenges, from the massive earthquakes to the monsoon floods, from political turmoil to the civil war. Now we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic, which Nepal is highly vulnerable to for several reasons, from open borders with India to poor nationwide access to wash. However, COVID-19 pandemic has taught us how important it is to be prepared for any challenges that come our way, whether it's a pandemic, a natural disaster, or climate change. Despite all these challenges, we continue to serve the most marginalized communities of Nepal through our regular routine programs. This could not have been possible without your continued support, which has encouraged us and paved the way for us to continue our work to keep their taps flowing. To show you how we do it, let me introduce you to WaterAid Nepal's Mani Karmacharya, who will take us to the people of Dolakha, revealing their challenges and hopes as they work with WaterAid to get clean water. So for now, just sit back, relax, and let us take you to Nepal. Over to you, Mani.
Hello everyone and Namaste. I'm Mani from Nepal. I work for WaterAid. Today I would like to welcome you to this special virtual visit.
In my job as a Voices from the Field officer, I speak with many people from the communities that WaterAid works with. I gather interviews, photos, and videos to show people's situations, the challenges they face, and the difference clean water can make. Today, we'll be visiting some of the communities WaterAid has been working with, and I look forward to introducing you to some of the people I have met along the way. But before we start our tour, I want to welcome you personally to my beautiful home country of Nepal. In Nepal, visitors are held in very high esteem. In fact, we have a custom of treating visitors like gods. And we are very proud of our good spirit and strong community bonds. You may know a bit about the dramatic landscape we have here. In many ways, it dominates the way we live and work. Geographically, we have three main regions: Himalayan region, hilly region, and a lowland region. Weather-wise, we have everything from freezing temperatures in the Himalayas to scorching heat in the lowland region. Climate change and the changing weather patterns has brought about unpredictable monsoons and magnified flooding, landslides and drought, which we will talk about later. I live in the capital Kathmandu with my family, and during lockdown, I have been making the most of my exercise bike and doing some cooking, everything from donuts to curries. We make great curries in Nepal. Cooking and sharing food also really helps me connect with the communities I visit. Another great way to connect is by learning some key phrases in the local language. It makes it much easier for me to get my work done. In this store, you will be able to vote for some of the things you'd like to see and experience. So when asked, please vote in the poll which will appear on screen.
So which aspect of the Nepali culture would you like to learn right now?
If you would like to learn some useful Nepali phrases, please vote for phrase. Or if you would like to watch me cooking a traditional Nepali chicken curry, please vote for curry.
Namaste. Welcome to Mani's Cookery Show. These wonderful people are helping me here for the kitchen and everything is ready here now. I'm going to make a chicken curry. So I'm going to fry this green chili first. So now it's time to fry the onion. I'm going to put it. So I'm going to follow this local style where they fry the garlic and ginger paste first. Now it's time to put chicken. I'm going to put now this turmeric powder. Gives a very good color. So let me put this cumin powder a bit. Okay, we're almost there now. So the chicken is completely cooked now and it's ready to eat. Good. Really tasty. I never thought that this is going to be this tasty. So this is our local chicken, local chicken.
The region we are visiting today is called Dolakha, 135 km northeast of Kathmandu, and our work here is taking place in two communities called Kalinchok and Shailung. Shailung is in the south and is known locally as the land of 100 hills. Today, we will mainly be traveling to Kalinchok, a lush green area high in the mountains of northern Dolakha. Lack of access to clean water is an ongoing struggle for many people in Dolakha. Walking to collect water can take several hours every day, leaving less time for school, farming, or other things. The steep mountain paths used to collect water are also a real challenge and can lead to serious injuries. Karun, who is 16, is on his way to collect water right now. We can go with him as he shows us the route he has to walk.
My goodness. Karun, hat. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Okay. So whenever his water pipe gets damaged or blocked, he has to come here to get the water. Okay, he's saying this is the water source. The pipe down.
Even after this dangerous journey, The water source is unprotected, meaning it can easily become contaminated, making Karun and his family sick.
So this is the water source, and if you see the pipes, these pipes are directly connected to these water source and they collect water from these pipes, so it's not protected well. Okay. So he has done filling the gagri.
But there is work underway to make journeys like this a thing of the past. With the help of people like you, we are supporting 15 communities to build new water supply systems which provide clean water. We have worked in Nepal since 1987 and my colleagues are experts in their field, particularly adapting to the unique situations of different communities. They work closely with communities to understand exactly what they need. Take Man Thami, for example. He is a chairperson on his local water, sanitation and hygiene committee, which we call a WASH committee. He told me that community support is really great. While digging the trench, there were 50 to 60 people gathered for the labor contribution, which I think is a great number. If there were not community support, people would not have gathered and participated. While we were here, Man Thami wants to offer us some local produce.
So the chairperson is giving us the kiwi. So this is kiwi. Nice. कतिवटा दिनुभएको हो?
तपाईलाई पनि
बाटोदेखि मान्छेलाई चाहियो नि त चाहियो
यसमा मान्दैन नि एक्चुअली.
Believe it or not, this is my first time eating them. When we visit rural communities, the journey to reach them can be beautiful, but also sometimes a little scary, like crossing high bridges by foot. It's a time for you to make a choice again. Would you like to walk across a 150-foot high suspension bridge or walk to a beautiful waterfall? Please vote bridge or waterfall in the poll.
So we might have to walk for around an hour, and the walking path is like this. This is fantastic, right? My goodness.
All across my country, I have seen the positive impact clean water, decent toilets, and good hygiene can have. It's where real change starts. It means having the chance to get an education, to earn a living, and improve health. And the local impact of clean water has the potential to ripple across Nepal, transferring millions of lives. But life doesn't always go exactly as planned. Many Nepalese communities are vulnerable to climate-related and other natural disasters, including drought and landslides. Dolakha in particular is ranked high in terms of its risks to climate vulnerability, and it experiences erratic rainfall and drought. And nowhere was this more evident than when a major landslide hit one of the communities in Kalinchok last year.
Hello everyone, I'm on the way to our project site, that is ward number 5 of Kalinchok Rural Municipality. So if you look at the background, just below the cloud, if you see that two kind of white lines, that's a big landslide.
One of the 4 water sources intended for the new supply system was completely covered over. Pipelines were also destroyed, as well as the land my colleagues had identified for reservoir tanks. As a result, we have paused project construction for this village for at least a year, so we can monitor the 3 remaining water sources, assess the best solution, and ensure our next steps are effective and sustainable. I spoke with Pabimaya Thami, who is chairperson of the water committee in Silafare, about her experience of the landslide.
मेरो नाम चाहिँ पबिमाया थामी हो। घर चाहिँ मेरै कालिन्चोक गाउँपालिका वडा नम्बर 5। अनि म चाहिँ यो सिलाफारे खानेपानी उपभोक्ता समितिको चाहिँ अध्यक्ष हो। मैले चाहिँ जिन्दगीमा यो बाढी आएको पनि देखेको थिएन, हल्का फुल्का पहिरोहरू चलेको चाहिँ देखेको थियो। बाढी नै चाहिँ त्यसरी सोरेर घर छेउमा आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ यति डर लाग्यो के, अब पाइपहरू गाड्ने, अब धाराहरू पनि बनाउने भन्ने कुराहरू थियो सर। अब त्यो काम गर्दा गर्दै ठ्याक्कै यही पहिरोले नै यस्तो समस्या बनाइदियो के। पहिरो आइसके पछाडी जुन त्यो मूल हाम्रो चाहिँ पानी आउने ठाउँ, इन्टेकहरू बनाउने ठाउँमा नै पुरै क्षति भयो। क्षति भइसके पछाडी त्यो ट्याङ्की बनाउनलाई भनेर चाहिँ त्यो ठाउँ ठाउँमा ढुङ्गाहरू पनि हामीले चाहिँ फुटाएर ट्याङ्कीको छेउतिर राखेको थियो, त्यो पनि सबै बगाइदियो। अनि त्यो मुहानहरू पनि झन् पुरी नै हाल्यो। घरहरू बगाउने भयो, जग्गाहरू पनि धेरै गयो मान्छेको, हैन। 30-40 जना घरधुरी परिवारलाई त अब अहिले सुकुम्बासीकै अवस्थामा चाहिँ पुर्याइदियो यो पहिरोले। यो एरियामा चाहिँ आलु खेती हुन्थ्यो, आलुहरू लगाउनुहुन्थ्यो यो जग्गा धनीहरूले। यतातिर चाहिँ मकै, कोदो, गहुँहरू रोप्नुहुन्थ्यो। अब अर्को वर्ष झनै हामीले अहिले काम गरौँला, लगानी गरौँला, अर्को वर्ष त्यस्तै अवस्था भयो भने त काम त यता न उता त्यो गरेको नगरे अवस्था हुन्छ। जस्तोसुकै परिस्थिति आए पनि त्यसलाई अब बिस्तारै पन्छाउँदै लाँदै कामहरू भनेको ढिलो चाँडो हो, भइ नै हाल्छ।
As you have seen already, there can be big challenges when we implement projects.
The landslide in Dolakha was one, and of course, so too is the coronavirus pandemic. COVID-19 forced us to pause construction work at a critical time before the monsoon rains set in. During the first pandemic wave, our partners installed life-saving contactless hand-washing facilities, delivered hygiene behavior change campaigns, and worked with authorities to offer support during the crisis. As Nepal continues to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, we continue to adapt our response. Meanwhile, I am so inspired to see progress that is taking place in Dolakha, even if it is slower than planned. One thing I love to see in action is the technology we use to make sure communities get a reliable supply of clean water. This is where my country's geography can become part of the solution. In Dolakha, our partners are using a gravity flow system. This is a low-cost way to tap mountain springs and use gravity to pipe water to people's homes. But how does it work? First, we choose a high point where we can capture a clean water source. Next, a reservoir tank is designed and built to hold enough water for the community. A series of pipes is connected between the reservoir tank and the community houses. And then gravity does the rest, bringing clean water down to taps, saving journeys and providing clean water. This means no need for expensive pumps. Once these gravity flow systems are in place in Dolakha, the future will look quite different for people there. Those with the most to gain from this project, with your support, will be the women and girls of Dolakha. Anisha is a student but has to spend hours collecting water, taking her away from her studies. She loves to study and dreams of being a dancer. Anisha told me, "Sometimes I feel like dancing and at the same time I have to go and fetch water. If water is easily accessible in the taps in our homes, life would be comfortable for all. I would be able to practice dance. I would not have to bathe in an open place and I would not need to fetch water. My time to fetch water will be saved and I can have plenty of time to study." Manita is a mother who farms and cares for her family, but she worries about them getting sick from the dirty water they have to drink. Manita told me, "Once the project is completed, the water will flow from the tap in my home and my life will be way more comfortable. Since the water will be clean, I will be safe from waterborne diseases. I will be saving my time as well, so I can grow fresh green vegetables for my family." And I also met a grandmother, Vishnumaya, who dreams of a better future for her community and to have comfort and independence in her older years. She told me, "I will try to help the water project in whatever way I can. I am very old, but I will definitely go around the village to see the progress and I can show my presence to encourage others." Throughout my career, I have been lucky enough to see firsthand that incredible moment when communities get clean water for the first time. It really is something to witness. Every community celebrates the opening of a new community water point differently, with their own customs and music.
So here's your final choice of the visit. Would you like to see a large community celebration of water or an intimate family celebration? Hardeni is a big whole community celebration, whilst Kharelthok is an intimate family celebration. Please vote Hardeni or Kharelthok in the poll. Today is a big day at this place and people are so excited to see the water coming from their tap for the first time. They are singing, they are dancing with the music, all sorts of traditional instrument. So let's be with them, how they are going to celebrate. So I'm going to take you there with them. So let's go.
Having access to clean water is not just about one moment of celebration. It is a transformation that lasts a lifetime. The impact of this work will be passed on from one generation to the next, helping these communities to change their own lives forever. In my work, I am determined to play my part in building a better future for my country and striving to improve the water situation of communities like Dolakha.
Thank you for joining me on this virtual visit of some of WaterAid's work in Nepal and for experiencing some of the challenges we have faced along the way.